Hey, Cardinals fans, welcome to the Redbird Rundown. I'm Matt, here joined by Andy and Jonathan. And in this episode, we're going to be sharing our 2025 roster construction right before spring training begins. This will include our opening day lineup, our pitching rotation, and our bullpen. But before we get into the rundown, gentlemen, there is a minor U.S. sporting event happening tomorrow. We're recording this on a Saturday. So can we get some Super Bowl predictions on the Redbird Rundown before we get going here?
Oh, I thought we were talking about college basketball games.
Yeah.
Was,
Well, I'm sorry. The calendar
I'm
does
sorry.
not say March. So no,
Oh,
we're
that's
not.
true.
No.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, the Super Bowl. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like
Yeah, same.
I can't, like I'm not a betting person here, but I don't think I could bet against Mahomes. Can
Yep.
you yet?
I don't know. I agree. I don't know how I feel about it either. Like everything inside me says that the Eagles should win this game, right? But if you followed this football season at all, the Chiefs have pulled out some of the strangest wins this year,
Yeah.
and you have give me the Nuggies, Andy Reid.
The Walrus.
They've
You
been
can't.
better towards the end of the season too. They were
Yeah,
doing that
Yeah.
like pulled out
they
of their
got a
butt
couple
every
of the
game.
wide receivers back. They have some
Yes.
big threats.
They've taken Travis Kelce out of the garage. They've pulled off the cover from
Mhm.
him. They're
Yeah,
actually using him now.
Yeah.
well, it's playoff Kelsey now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you think though? Like, isn't it just come down to Saquon
That's
versus
what I say.
Spagnuolo?
Saquon Barkley. Yes. Yes.
Like the defensive coordinator for the Chiefs, because like he's been as instrumental as Mahomes and Reed this entire time. So if he figures out how to stop Saquon for 4 quarters, then I don't think the Eagles are going to win.
I may
Yep.
be eliciting a mass shut off of our podcast here, so sorry if I do. But I think I don't really care who wins. But I think
Yeah.
in the absence of caring, I think I'm kind of rooting for the Chiefs
Mhm.
just for the
Oh,
three
yeah.
peat factor and
Yeah.
you know how rare that is, and
Mhm.
I don't think that's ever been done. So you know, it's
No.
just one of those things like I can watch it and I've been there
Same.
through it, that kind of thing.
But do
Yeah.
you think that's an unpopular opinion? Is that why you said that? You thought people wouldn't agree with
I
that?
just assume people are tired of the Chiefs and Tay Tay
Oh,
and
okay,
Some are.
okay.
Some
you
are
know,
definitely.
Okay.
like the whole
Definitely
nine
are.
yards.
Yeah, I hope the Chiefs win because I can't stand any of Philadelphia. Just all the teams. I'm good on all that.
I
There's
do
been
like
a couple
Saquon
of
individually
bad-
quite
Oh,
a bit.
Yeah.
Same.
Saquon. Yep.
Yeah.
And Jalen Hurts is
Oh,
fine.
oh,
But
nothing wrong with like the
the
individual
fan base.
players.
Yeah. But if you look some of the videos of the Philadelphia fan base, it's a tough look, Philly. It really is.
Are you referring to flipping over cars, burning them?
Yeah.
Just there was a video of this guy saying some just awful things. He ended up fired at his job because they posted it on social media from Green Bay. As a Green Bay Packers fan, and they're in Philadelphia, and Philadelphia is beating the Packers, and this dude is just railing on this girl trying to watch the Packers play. Got fired over it. That happened again with the Washington Commanders. That people were just walking out through the parking lot, and just were like picking on this dude that had a Commander stuff on, took his hat, stuff like that, like just childish stuff. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like ultimately, like this is childish. Yeah,
Let's just say there's good people in Philly. I don't
No,
want to say
100%.
they're all bad, but I just,
Tough look though.
seeing a three-peat would be cool and
Yeah.
like in real life. And then
Yeah.
also if the Philadelphia team's lost, I'd be.
So Karma is the boyfriend of the Chiefs.
Tell me that wasn't some kind of Taylor Swift reference.
Oh, I'm not feeling 22 anymore, but
Oh.
you know.
Oh no!
Listen,
Yeah.
whatever you think about
Literally
Taylor
just
Swift,
had his song list
it is
pulled up on
100%.
Wikipedia.
It is
That's what he did.
100%.
Oh, this
Proof.
is not Wikipedia. I'm just shaking it off, boys.
She-
I mean,
she-
come on.
No.
It's great music. I literally don't know what to tell you. She has some great songs.
Yeah, I like the people who get mad when the NFL shows her on the screen, and I'm just like, guys, it's a business. They would be insane not to
Yes.
show her. You know,
It is funny
Like,
too because she's always knocking back some kind of cocktail. I feel like every time I see her.
yeah, Yeah.
I mean, why not? If you're there.
yeah.
Yeah.
She probably has like an entire team like devoted to prepping her
Oh.
for rooting for sports and all of it.
Yeah. Yep.
All of it. Well, okay. I'm going to give a final score prediction, and we're going to put your guys' feet to the fire. And then
Mhm.
as people listen to this, it'll be releasing during the Super Bowl. So I'm sure folks will be listening on Monday. You can laugh at us or just wish that we would come and prognosticate everything in your life. I'm going. I feel like the NFL's had some weird scores lately. Okay, I'm going Chiefs 26, Eagles 20 for the final.
Mm.
Yeah, not far off. I'm 27-24 for the Chiefs.
Okay.
I was going to say like 23-20.
Yeah.
Chiefs. I think it's going to be close regardless. I don't think this is going to be like a 2 or 3 touchdown blowout.
Unless Saquon rolls out and runs for 2.
Unless he hurdles someone while running backwards.
Right.
Let's not forget that.
Oh man, that's
incredible.
Amazing.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so those are we're going Chiefs, which obviously means the Eagles are going to win.
Yeah, and that's what Gronk did on Jimmy Fallon, by the way.
Yeah,
like he's been wrong every year, so he just said, "I think the Chiefs are going to win." So then the Eagles fans started boo. He's like, "No, be happy about that because that probably means the Eagles are going to win."
Yeah, exactly. I think bigger as far as the Redbird Rundown podcast goes, though, is that what they always say is after the Super Bowl is baseball season, and so pitchers and catchers reporting this week, and we're just rolling right into it, aren't we, Andy?
Yeah. So, I did a dirty thing. With this roster. I sure did.
Oh boy.
I did. I just went for it. Okay. I played GM for a second.
Okay.
Okay. I just want to go ahead and say for the record, I do not have Nolan Arenado on my roster. I traded him. And I will give you give you a reason. I traded him. I cheated. He's not on there. I'm sorry, but he's gone.
So are we trying to build a collective roster here, like within the bounds of normal time and space, or have we ported over to like Earth 818 and we're just going to do some crazy
stuff? Did you trade Dotto for Shohei? Just tell me.
No, I did not. Okay. I traded him to the Red Sox, and I actually did a little like jamming, because the Red Sox are in on the talks, and I thought it's reasonable who I traded for but I understand the third baseman is probably
we'll just kind of do caveats, like if we have Nolan, if we don't have Nolan, and we do at this moment. But
because it's all the Cardinals have done this offseason. We sat on our hands other than just talk about, well, is Nolan going or not?
Yeah, exactly.
So I had him go on my roster.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I want to start with pitching because I think I'm the most excited about pitching.
All right.
So, Jonathan, why don't you just lead us off into? I don't know how you guys really want to do this. I don't know if you want to
that's all right.
Starting 5, if you want to do one back.
Yeah, let's start with the rotation.
Yeah. I'll roll through what I think the rotation is going to be. Again, I took this from what we have like on our roster today.
Yes.
Right. I struggled with do I trade Arenado? I have some caveats for that. So anyway, this is today. If something happens tomorrow, don't sling any mud over here. So I have Sonny Gray, number 1.
Sure.
Yeah.
I put Palante as the 2.
Okay.
Fetty as the 3.
Okay.
McGreevy as the 4.
Okay.
And Michaelis as the 5. That means the name you're not hearing if fans are following from last year is Matz. I put Matz in the bullpen. We'll get that we'll get to there later. But just those 5: Gray, Palante, Fetty, McGreevy, Michaelis. Did you guys have any issue with that?
No, they're going to be in there.
Yeah. Right. I have one different.
Oh, who's your different one?
All I did was it doesn't really tit for tat, but I have Fetty at 2 and Palante at 3.
Fetty at 2. Okay.
Okay, and then I have McGreevy at 4. McGravy, baby. I think
McGravy.
Yeah. And then I have, instead of Matz, I have Quinn Matthews as our starting 5, number 5.
So what are you doing with Michaelis in that instance?
He is in the bullpen.
Okay. Okay, if I was going to guess at this moment right now before spring training, I would guess our rotation is going to be Gray, Fetty, Palante, Michaelis, and Matz. I think that's probably what they're thinking going into spring training. Right. I think Jonathan is right, though. I think through either Matz getting hurt or us just like McGreevy performing well in spring training, I could see McGreevy in and Matt's out. I would like to just shoot Miles Michaelis into the sun, but I don't think that's going to happen. I just think he's getting paid $18 million or use him in the bullpen, but I'm afraid he's going to be in there. But my dream is I would just go Gray,
you're
Fetty,
the manager.
Palante, McGreevy, Matthews is that was my dream.
Yeah.
But we're going to have 4. I think we're going to have 4 vets and McGreevy.
The only reason I put Matz in the bullpen versus Michaelis, Andy, is Matz has a bit of a track record with us doing that. So last year he was legitimately good out of the bullpen for a while. He came in on a couple of garbage time instances, and he was really effective. If I was him, I would start to think about maybe that might be the role going forward for him. Just because can the guy stay healthy? You can't pitch.
I know
a certain amount of innings. Maybe it just makes sense for him to be out there. So
and the only reason why I said Mike listen to the bullpen is because again I only took care of one person. If I was the GM, I would also follow Matt. And find
Yeah,
a trade partner or something.
we're going to
Cut
be
him.
competitive in those other rotation spots. Like we are. Like there's any one of those guys could pitch you 7 strong and be pretty competitive. Michaelis scares me
Yeah.
that he was really bad last year. I don't really know what he's pitching for.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Mats and Michaelis are both in the last year of their deal. So
Yeah,
the other
true.
option here is we come out in April with Michaelis and Mats both in because of, veteranship and
Yeah.
price politics and stuff like that. But they're bad, and we just pull the ripcord and we're done. Like we've already eaten the salary. It's what I'm saying. It's already a sunk cost. Like let's just not mess with it anymore. Let's get ourselves out of it.
So okay, so I got a question. What do you do in spring training if Tink or Quinn Matthews or I put Roberse. That's a name we haven't talked about on this podcast
right.
yet. Sem Roberse. He was really strong. There's a couple of fringe contenders in AAA. Let's say like one or all of these guys really goes off. Let's just say one of them goes off. What do you do if you're Heim and Mo? Do you substitute someone in the rotation, or
what will they do, or what would I do?
Let's just go both ways.
Okay, what will they do is we'll get Mo speak for, we love our ability to have backups, and we like our optionality, and we're going to get these guys rotation, arms in spots at Memphis. That's what they'll do. I mean, what would I do is I would just pencil in McGreevy now, and to me it's like Michaelis or Mats. It's your spring training tryout, and whoever's better goes in the rotation, and the other one goes in the pen.
Oh, do you mean pencil in Matthews?
No.
Oh,
I
meant
would
McGreevy.
pencil in McGreevy.
Okay,
and if Matthews is excellent, I just don't think there's an issue with Matthews starting in AAA.
Oh,
I would love to see him in St. Louis, but it's okay for him to get seasoned there. I am much more concerned about Tink in terms of like the injuries and stuff, which might maybe we should put him in St. Louis earlier before he gets hurt. But I also think some more seasoning in Memphis is not the worst thing. Andy, are you along those lines or?
Yeah, I mean, I actually put Tink in the bullpen to start the season. I did.
Okay.
I know he's a starting pitcher, but I put him in as a long reliever.
Why do you say that? I'm just curious because there's something I'm driving towards. Why did you do that?
Personally, is because I sorted the Cardinals pitching with 28 years and younger, and went back and was like, I have accepted as a casual fan now of blowing up this entire season in terms of like fan engagement, in terms of like we recognize players.
Yeah.
I've just you just accept it. I have accepted it as the manager, and I'm like, okay, what is 2026 going to be? Who are we going to come back for the playoff charge in 2026? That's Andrew Smith.
So you're not saying we're resetting and then doing something else and pitching Michaelis. You're just like, no, let's do it.
Yeah, I have blown up.
I like it.
Several things.
I do too.
I don't care. As in, we're going to be average at best this season. So me personally is just embrace the darkness and just go for the next season.
Embrace the darkness.
Yeah. The only reason I was asking about the bullpen is like, if you think about some of the pitchers we've brought up in the past, like Lynn started in the bullpen.
Right.
Reno started in the bullpen.
Yes.
I think Shelby Miller did. I know Carlos Martinez.
Yes.
It's like
some of those
maybe,
kids in there.
Maybe it wouldn't be so bad to get these guys some experience. So that's why I was saying is maybe I could see some of these guys coming up and just starting in the bullpen, because that is a pretty natural progression to get into the rotation.
Like a long reliever, like somebody who, you have a starter blows a, O-ring or something.
Yeah. hey, that's not funny.
And, has to pitch, 5-6 innings of relief till you get to your setup man or closer or something. Yeah, for sure.
Here's my last note on the rotation. I did see, I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud, but I did see a photo of Miles Michaelis on the interwebs looking jacked. And I mean jacked. Like best
like
shape of his life, additional muscle. And I just was like, whoa. I mean, this is the last year of his contract. He's in his mid to late 30s. Maybe he's going to overperform and maybe we'll wring something out of him. But it really did make me stop and do a double take. I was like, oh crap, Miles is going
is this like the NBA equivalent of a couple years ago, like Ben Simmons jacking threes up in the off season?
It totally might be, but the Lizard King has been going on the protein diet for sure. He was looking very jacked.
Okay. Can I have a casual fan of question here? I really don't know the answer. And so tell me, what quantifies you do any of these kids that are coming up, right? Matthews, McGreevy, Hence, if they make an appearance like last year, like a couple of appearances, does that disqualify you for a rookie of the year?
No.
Can you give me parameters? I could have just looked it up, but I'd like the listeners, maybe if someone knows, like, what is the parameter of a rookie of the year if you've made an appearance before?
Do you know the pitching qualifications, man? I know the hitting ones.
Go ahead and say the hitting
I
ones.
think the
I don't
hitting
know
ones,
either, but
I know. So like this was a conversation when Win came up.
yes.
The end of 2023. I think
Yes.
it's 150 plate appearances or less.
Okay.
Is and then qualifies you to be. So if you had
So
148,
something similar if you're a
correct.
pitcher.
I can't remember. I don't actually know at all what the pitching one is, but I bet it's something similar. So like McGreevy should be a rookie next year.
Yeah.
Okay. So do we want to go out on a limb and say that we have in that roster of, I guess we get through the bullpen. Let's get through the bullpen.
Yeah, let's go to the bullpen.
I'd like to see if you guys think if we have anybody noteworthy this season, if we have a rookie of the year somewhere.
Oh, okay.
So
Matt, you want to do your bullpen?
Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, okay. So this is what I want to do. I want to say a name, and you guys just say yes, yes, and then we'll just lock that person in the pin.
Okay, fair.
Okay.
Can we start with, can you start with
closer?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go down my list. I'll start with the most likely and then end up where we can kind of, okay, Ryan Helsley.
Yes. Closer.
No, I'm just kidding. Yes.
Jojo Romero.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have him.
Ryan Fernandez.
Yes.
Matthew Liberatore.
Yes.
Okay. Now, to me, those are our best 4 pitchers in the pen. And now it gets to where you can kind of go in some different directions. Yes.
I agree.
Is that you think so too?
Yep.
Okay. So I had John King.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I had Kyle Leahy.
No, but I'll tell you why not. If you just want to, I don't have him. Andy, did you?
I don't.
Okay. Let me just name the other names, and then
Yeah.
maybe we can just spin this into a bigger conversation. My boy Riley O'Brien needs to be in the bullpen.
Oh, I have him 1,000%. I don't care what he looks like at the end of the year.
He's just throwing 98-mile-an-hour sinker BBs towards the bottom of the I cannot. He may be the Cardinal that I've seen the least that I love the most. There's something about him. His stuff is just so outrageous. I want him in the pen. And then I had Matz and Roy Croft are my other names on the list.
Okay. All right. That's so the name I had you put Leahy, I put Zach Thompson.
Okay. Yes.
So,
they have messed his career up so bad because we can't decide what to do with him.
Yeah. I know. Leahy is my first call up.
All right.
Because he was honestly pretty solid last year.
Yeah.
He was. So I'm only saying Thompson because they're just yanking the guy around.
I have Zach Thompson as well on mine. Yep.
Yeah, starting in
so you're getting a lot of lefties though. That's JoJo and Libby and
King.
Thompson and maybe Matz too. And I know the league is less righty lefty kind of thing than it used to be, but that's a lot of lefties out of the pen.
You could then argue Leahy for Thompson from that perspective.
I have Tink Hansen there, so he's right-handed. So
yeah,
true. Yeah. But I think Matt sticks out there. That's the only you nailed everything I was going to say, other than just Matz and Thompson. And Andy, you had Thompson and Tink.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to carry 7 bullpen arms. Do we think?
I think 7. Yeah, I think
I have 7. I have 7 on my list. Yes.
I have 7 or 8. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so lock in Helsley, JoJo, Libby, Ryan Fernandez, John King, and then they've got some room to maybe a Matz, maybe a Michaelis, maybe a Thompson, maybe They've got some. I think we can kind of leave our discussion there and realize if I were picking, I would just do Leahy, O'Brien, period, like round out my pen.
Yeah. Here's a name though I think you're going to see this year at some point because there are always a ton of randos that go into the bullpen.
Yes,
always. Roy Croft was the guy last year.
Yep.
Came out of nowhere. This guy's name's Matt Svanson, Svanson.
Mm-hmm.
He was in AA last year. Extremely, extremely solid. Now, I know it's AA, but he's a low 2 ERA. I don't see why he wouldn't at some point make the jump up there because you got Leahy. He's a known name now, at least. He's been up with us. I think he comes up. And the only other name I brought was Graceffo.
Sure.
Jordan Graceffo, he has been a starter in the minors, but he was relatively effective in relief positions as well too. But I think you're going to see some randos out there this year.
Yeah, I mean, most of those people are on the 40-man roster invited for the spring training. Like they're already on the 40-man.
Right.
I think they'll probably default towards the names we've seen before, just because there's a track record. And then again, not to use this pull the ripcord metaphor again, but if Kyle Leahy struggles, you're contracted with him. It's just like a minimal financial investment. You can just get off him real easy, and then you've got these other guys to plug in there.
I mean, the
All right.
names that you locked in for the bullpen last thing here are pretty good.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
that's pretty solid.
Yep. I think so too.
All right. So now that we've talked about again, I'm gonna revisit. Do any of us think that we have? Let's just open it up to anything. Do we have a rookie of the year contender in the bullpen or the starting rotation? Do we have any type of award-winning pitcher inside our roster? Who's your front runner of just like this person may or may not be?
Well, I mean, if Gray is the best he can be, he could get Cy Young votes for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's like a reliever award. Obviously, if Helsley's as good as he can be up for that clearly. And depending on how much they pitch, I mean, McGreevy or Matthews could get some rookie of the year looks, and how effective are they? And yeah, I mean, so I think we have some potential out there.
Contenders. So we have Gray, Helsley, McGreevy, or Matthews, maybe.
And who knows? I mean, we overshadow Tink just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He has a crazy potential. It's just I don't know if he's going to stay healthy.
Hurt. Yeah.
If he came up, he could be better than Matthews. He could if he was as good as what he says. What they believe him to be. So I think that's right.
Yeah. All right. Well, I just wanted to. That's kind of something I wanted to see is if you think we have any award winners on the roster this year. All right. How do we want to do the rest of the roster? Do you want to do a batting order and then the position that they're playing, or do you want to just go around the horn and start at the 1 and work your way?
Let's do it by defense and go from there.
All right. So Jonathan, let's go back over to you.
Okay. All right. So I will just go around the diamond and do the same thing that Matt did. If you guys say yes, mine's going to be a little bit different here, I think.
Okay.
But and Arenado's on the roster, so let's just say that.
Yeah.
So,
mine's gonna no.
No. We'll start with catcher. I'm going to say starting catcher in opening day is Ivan Herrera.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. First base, Willie.
Check.
Okay.
Yep.
Second base, Donovan. Nope.
Don't have that.
Okay. What do you guys got? You can just Gorman. Did you put Gorman at second?
I did. There is one with Arenado on the roster. There is one train wreck of a pileup that we have to figure out.
Boy, I got rid of it, baby.
You did, and I will say, for all of Arenado's good play as far as the St. Louis Cardinals go, this roster makes more sense without him.
It does.
I'm factoring him in, and Donovan is in left field for me, and so that made me do something different in center field. But I think that's what we have to talk through when we get there.
Okay. I'm okay with that. Andrew?
So here is the wrench. Okay. Nolan Gorman is gone. Okay.
Oh, traded him.
Jordan Walker is gone.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay. Arenado's gone. Okay.
Who'd we get? Tell me who we got.
We traded for Christian Campbell, which is the number 4 prospect.
Okay. What is he?
The entire MLB. He's a second base, shortstop, outfield.
Oh, wow, that's right.
Primarily second base. His weighted runs created. So again, this is a stat where anything over 100 is better than the league average. Take stabs at what he was in the minors last year.
168.
Higher.
Oh,
wow.
193.
180. He's
AAA?
80%. Yeah.
Wow.
He went from high A to AAA in 1 year. Okay, and he led the minors in that stat.
Okay, so, is that what we got back? We traded those.
He's in the Sox organization.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, he's in the Sox. Okay, he's number 4 overall. Okay, and that's who we got for those players. Is we got.
I don't know if that's Arenado, Gorman, and Walker's. I guess you're dreaming on Walker there, but that's interesting.
Or JJ Weatherholt is going with him.
Oh my
gosh! For prospect. Okay. So what do you? Let's talk about Weatherholt for just a second, honestly, because we got another problem. You got Mason Wynn. Do you push him over at second? Do you keep him at short and put Weatherholt? What do you do with Mason Wynn? Is he a starter? Is Weatherholt the?
I think JJ is going to play second base. That's what's going to happen. I think if Wynn it continues to be solid, he will play second base. If Wynn fell off a cliff, I mean, I love the guy, but he's just not doing it at shortstop anymore. They're going to give JJ the look for sure, but. Wynn throws at 307 miles an hour. They're going to keep him on the left and let JJ, who has had injury history, maybe not range as far at second base. I feel like you need shorter range there. So anyway.
Okay. So either way, that's my only thing.
Okay.
This is who we got.
All right. Gotcha.
Okay. I just keep flooding.
So you got out of that. You just try to get out of the whole log jam.
Yep. Yep. Because it's bad.
Right. It is bad. It is bad. I mean, so okay. So we stopped at second base. I'll move to shortstop. We think it's Wynn.
Check.
Okay. Third base again, Andy. I know you've sent half our
Thomas,
team into the
the
sun.
Italian baby.
You got the Italian over there. I put Arenado because he's
So
there.
let's assume with the guys we
Right.
have on the roster, it's going to be Arenado.
Okay.
Yes.
Arenado's third base. We'll swing over to right field. Walker.
Yes.
Andy.
No.
Yep. Classic.
No.
Who's your right fielder? Just
Lars Nootbaar.
New. Okay.
Okay.
Center field is Mr. Victor Scott II.
That's who I have.
Okay. Is that
I
who you
have
have
Lars Nootbaar.
in center field?
This is the great train wreck pileup for me.
Okay.
Because if you put, I'm assuming, Jonathan, that you've got Vic in center and then Newt in left.
I don't.
Oh, okay.
Here's
Go
my
ahead and finish
wrinkle.
your thing.
Here's my
Okay,
wrinkle.
go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Left field, I don't love this, but left field is Burley and
Mm.
DH is Newt.
Okay.
I don't want when we talked about
Okay.
this couple
Roll
weeks
this back.
ago,
No.
Yeah,
You
where's
have-
Gorman? Where's Gorman?
Where's
riding the pine.
Yeah, that's
Interesting.
fine. I'm fine with that. Where's Brendan Donovan?
He's playing
He's the
second.
second
He was
base.
my
Oh,
second
you were
baseman.
second base.
Yeah, I see. I would love to find a way to not have Burley on defense, but I just don't want Newt to get hurt. I'd rather Burleson be worse on defense than Newt go out there and play 30 games and get hurt. I really love the idea of keeping him at DH and just letting him hit.
Okay.
Right? That was my caveat with that was. But anyway, so there you go.
Here's where it is for me. Like the cluster in the center of the roster is you've got, I mean, first of all, you've got the Victor Scott, Michael Ciani issue. And
Yep.
I posted something on Facebook the other day and just asked people whether or not which one they'd want to see. There are a lot of Ciani defenders in Cardinals Nation, which I was a little bit surprised by, but I understand like the guy plays excellent defense. So essentially, let's just call that position Vic. Okay. What you're doing if you're playing Newt, so like you're basically picking Victor Scott II or Ciani's bat versus Gorman or Burley, and I don't know if that makes this team the best. And I still do think we should compete. I do have Newt in center for my opening day lineup, and while that does scare the dickens out of me because I think that like Newt could be an all-star this year, I really do. Again, our friend of the show, Scott Plaza, reminded me on Facebook again is that like his injuries have been kind of fluke sort of things.
Yeah.
And like dive into third base or those kind of things. And maybe not as much like covering ground in the outfield. So I went with offense to get Gorman's bat in and Donovan's bat and Nootbaar and Burley. But, there are some drawbacks to that too.
No, I understand that. I that's the best offensive lineup you're going to get.
Right.
It is. And the only thing is Newt is not valuable to me hurt and batting 230. He's just not. He's not. And so if and I know that the injury stuff is like, if we could predict this, we'd be doing a whole lot with something else for a profession, right? Like you just can't predict these dumb injuries. But if I can not have him on his feet the entire game, just sit in the dugout, swing a bat, go sit back down. That's all I want from you because he's more valuable hitting than even his best defensive year. Right. It's not like he's like, like, oh my gosh, this guy's like Willie Mays out there.
No,
he's just okay, serviceable.
Yes.
So if we can figure out a way to find somebody else to plug up that defense, I just want him to hit. Like I'm bullish. I really feel like that's what we need to do.
So who's your right fielder again?
Outfield is right,
Walker.
Yep. Center Scott, left. I say Burley. I don't feel good about it, but I would love to put Donnie in left because he was pretty good out there. I don't know what you do at second then other than Gorman because then you got to debate who should bat, Burley or Gorman, and this comes back to Arenado, doesn't it? Like it kind of all comes back to
if
this.
Arenado's gone, Gorman plays third, Donovan plays second, Burley can DH, Newt can swing over to left,
and we can
then
shift
you can
it around.
have a good elite defensive center fielder.
Yes,
but with Arenado there, you have to make a choice of are you going to go defense, are you going to go offense, who's going to get these at bats? I don't have like a lot of confidence in Gorman. I still think he needs at bats. We really need to see it. Yeah,
I agree. He would be my starting third. He'd be my starting third baseman if Nato wasn't there. And I only say that over Thomas the Italian because Sajayci's going to have time. He's still younger.
Yes,
he's going to have time.
He's
to
a
play.
kid. You haven't embraced the darkness like I have. All right.
Gorman has to prove it, and he needs at bats to do it. So when I put him on my bench, I didn't feel great about that, but I knew that if Arenado's gone, he's going to third.
Well, here's the strength of this team, though, is like Sajayci can play 3 positions. Donnie can play 4 or 5 position, right? So regardless of how we set this on opening day, these guys are going to bounce around all over the place. I think that sometimes Burley will play first base and Contreras will DH, right?
Yep.
So there's going to be a lot of movement for these guys. And I think that's something good about the team. And again, this may get people to turn off the podcast too. I actually think Ollie is okay at bouncing guys around and getting them playing time, and he seems to be pretty good with that.
I agree. I do agree. I'm trying to think of any times I've thought like, why does he keep running this guy out there? Why does he keep doing that? And outside of you had to run Goldschmidt and Arenado out there, even if they were struggling. Like, what is he going to do?
Yeah.
So I agree with that.
So walk me through the batting order now that we've gone the depth chart.
Should we try to fill out the bench?
Well, I mean, I guess we can now.
Sure. Yeah. I think Matt, go ahead.
My bench is Pedro Pages. We're all going to have him on the bench for sure.
Nope.
I
have
what do you have?
Jimmy Crooks.
Oh, okay. Jimmy.
Wow, you are really.
I have embraced the darkness.
Yeah. For those of you who can't see, Andy has those fireman axes. That's what he has with him today. He's just chopped it up.
Okay, so Fermin, Pages, Sajaci, Siani, and depending on how many arms are carrying the bullpen, I have Luke and Baker too, like some late inning at bat kind of stuff, and some time at first base a little bit. Is that pretty reflective of what yours is, Jonathan?
Pretty reflective. Yep.
I know Pages is going to be on there, not Jimmy Crooks. I'm just shipping Crooks out there for everybody. But I have Luke and Baker as well. I think that we need to, how Wilson Contreras is getting up there, right, in terms of his age. So we probably need to have somebody.
Well, and then you have a right-handed pinch hitter, and you have some left-handed pinch hitters. That was really hard for us last year. For whatever reason, we had no right-handed pinch hitters. So
yes, anyway. If we're going to land this on a batting order, which I think is a good place to end it, we have to is the Andy Fireman axe, is that the roster we're going with, or are we going with something?
I think we have to go with what
more probable
today.
Okay,
and then maybe we can do what's
you guys
today.
Go. You guys go, and I'll just do the darkness at the end.
Okay, that's fine.
So, Jonathan, what do we do between yours and mine? Is Newt playing center? How do we?
I think let me just read you my pie in the sky one real fast, and I think yours is the legitimate, because they're going to use Newt on the outfield. They're going to.
Okay.
Well, but it doesn't. The batting order doesn't really matter, right? You could put Lars at DH and number 2 spot, regardless if he's playing center field.
That's true. That's true. You're right. But so I had Newt leading off.
Okay.
Newt, Donnie, Willie, Arenado, Burleson, Herrera, Wynn, Walker, Scott.
Okay. That's close to mine. I would go with Donnie 1, Newt 2, Contreras 3.
Yep.
I would see if the lineup politics would let me get away with Burley 4, Arenado 5, Herrera 6. I think I would go Gorman 7, Walker 8, and Wynn 9. And I know that's going to surprise some people. I don't mean that to be disrespectful to Mason Wynn. I think his offensive season was surprising last year, but I do not think that Mason Wynn's offensive season last year was overwhelming. Mm-hmm. And if he batted leadoff a lot last year, and I'm not sure his on base percentage was even 300 from the leadoff spot. And if he has just got to get on base more.
Where'd you put Vic? Did you put him somewhere?
Vic is on my bench because Newt is playing center field.
Playing center. I was waiting for his name. I was like, what is he batting 10th? Where is he?
Yes, that might be the best spot for his bat right now. Is 10th. Yeah,
that's definitely true. No, I don't think that's any disrespect to Wynn for sure. I just, the only reason I put Newt first is I looked at both Newt and Donnie's splits in the leadoff spot.
Okay.
And Donnie was really good one year, and then he was really bad another year. And then Newt has been consistently good. So I thought, I don't know. I mean, flip a coin. Yeah. I know why you put him second, but
anyway, the modern metrics tell you to bat your best hitter second. And that kind of fits with what I think Newt might be. I would either go, if you're going to do it that way, I would go Newt second or Willie second. And listen, I'm going all in on Newt this year, and he's going to have to get hurt again and prove me wrong. But I think he might be our best hitter this year.
I hope. Yeah. Andy, you want to take that axe or whatever
ultimately that's what it is, right?
That's probably what it is.
You guys are all over it. Okay. So I had Lars batting leadoff.
Okay.
I have Brendan Donovan in the number 2 hole.
Okay.
3 hole is Wilson Contreras.
Sure.
4 is Alec Burleson. Okay. We have 6 is Ivan Herrera. We have Thomas the Italian train Sajaci. We have my Arenado trade, Christian Campbell, and Victor Scott, and then Mason Wynn at the end. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. I would love I would love for us to do something to shake it, because I really do believe like Arenado is going to be traded by the time opening day is around. I mean, Mo has talked about this publicly a lot. I know spring training's right around the corner, but I just feel like they got to get something done, right? Like, what's the holdup?
Hashtag Alex Bregman sign. Like, for the love of God, please sign so we can get this resolved one way or the other.
Yeah.
What just 20 seconds here. Why do you think it takes these guys so long? Why?
I don't know. Like, maybe offers that they're not they thought they'd get better offers. They didn't get as many offers as they thought. There's also, when you have deadlines, it creates like some artificial pressure on the market, and you can like, you don't have to like slow play all this. Like, obviously, like an Ohtani level figure, everybody's just going to run to break open the bank and give it to him. Right. But like with a Bregman, he's aging. There are some current concerns. He's not on the Ohtani level. It's just going to take longer. And I really do wish they had that artificial barrier to kind of prompt some of this action. I think the MLB kind of does themselves a disservice.
I couldn't agree more. I think this is so annoying to go into spring training and having these things still looming over us. I think that's really annoying.
Yeah.
So do we have any contenders in the rest of the roster before we close out here? Do we have anybody that's going to be
Matt
worthy?
Says Newbar MVP.
All right, that's pretty serious. I mean, I think guys that could be all-stars: Newbar, Contreras, Donovan, Wynn, Arenado. I mean, in the best of circumstances, like Walker clicks. See, that's what's so hard about this roster and this lineup to me. It's like you can see it, and you don't have to squint that hard with some of these guys. Like, some of them really could do this and be good. It's just like a matter of getting them to actually pop.
I agree with that. I think there's a couple of defensive, like some Gold Glove-ish. I mean, I know we talked about it. We're thinking offensive lineup, but like Vic or Ciani, if they play a lot. I mean, if Arenado's around, Donovan's already done it. Wynn, it should very much be up there. There's a steep competition at shortstop, though. That's really deep out in the NL with a lot of great defenders. So there's a couple for sure out there for that.
Yeah. Andy, you thought any of your thoughts on awards?
So I think ultimately we have 2 award winners on the entire roster.
Okay.
Like, ultimately, I don't know who who, if this person does this, but in the end, I think there are 2 award winners out of the Cardinals roster this year.
Okay. I just got to say, like, last thing for me on this whole thing, and it has been like the anthem of this entire podcast so far, is it's all around Nolan Arenado. If we don't have him, this roster clicks into place. I'm not sure that we lose fewer games without him. It's just the whole thing is around the Arenado saga right now, and it's starting to drive me kind of crazy, to be honest.
Yeah.
Could have said it better. It's driving me crazy. Let's get this over with.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the Redbird Rundown, your go-to spot for all things St. Louis Cardinals. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and review the show to help us grow the Redbird Rundown community. Follow us on Twitter at Redbird Rundown 2, on Blue Sky at Redbird Rundown, and find us on Facebook at Redbird Rundown Podcast for all those latest news and more. And maybe you can find Matt stirring up the pot at Facebook, maybe. Until next time, keep those rally caps on and embrace the darkness. Let's go Cards.
Trade Arenado. Trade.